Yes, well, I have had an exciting day, haven't you, Stinky? Oh, hello, my little poppets. Oh, well, Stinky and I have just had the most exciting afternoon. We've just come back from the fair, haven't we, Stinky? Yes, we have, and Stinky here has a lovely red balloon, which he got from the fair, and oh, we'll pop that down there, Stinky, for just a moment. We have had, my little poppets, the most wonderful time. We have been on the Ferris wheel, and we've had fairy floss, balloons, the roller coaster. I was a little bit frightened though on the roller coaster. Were you, Stinky? Yes, oh, I thought you were. I've got a little bit of an upset tum, I have to say. And my little poppets, we've got so much to get through before we have the story. And before we have the story, I have to show you this. We found a rather large lollipop. Thank you, Stinky dear. Look at that. I think that's the biggest lollipop that I actually have ever seen. But you know what, Stinky? What's that? It's dirty. Yes, it is. It's quite filthy. It's got hair and, I don't know, a bit of lint and fluff and goodness knows what else is on there. It's quite a rather dirty lollipop, so I don't think we should eat that, should we? No, we shouldn't. Yes, a rather dirty lollipop. Well, we'll pop that down there for just a moment. Now, before we get on with the story, my little poppets, as you remember from last time, the topsy-turvy people often take things that don't belong to them. Now, I have a lovely brooch that's gone missing, so I thought I should check their house. Should we check the house, Stinky? Yes, let's have a look. Oh, yes! I thought they might be responsible. There's my lovely brooch, and there it is there. Careful, Stinky, it's a little bit sharp. Can you see that, my little poppets? My lovely little brooch. My granny gave that to me, so I'm glad I found it. But you know, Stinky, the topsy-turvy people, they do love shiny things, don't they? Yes, a little bit like magpies. Anyway, we'll just pop that down there. I mustn't forget that. Now we must crack on with the story. And today's story is called, thank you, Stinky dear, Dirty Bertie. Look at that, Dirty Bertie. Oh, that's a rather odd name, isn't it, Dirty Bertie? Well, Stinky, are you ready for the story, dear? You are. Oh, wonderful chap. We'll pop Stinky down here for just a moment. He's probably very tired from being at the fair. We walked around and went on so many rides. Anyway, Dirty Bertie. What a wonderful title. I do like the look of this one, I have to say. And here we go, my little poppets. This is Bertie. He used to have dirty habits. Ah! And there he is, my little poppets, eating out of the dog food bowl. How dreadful. Oh! Fancy that. Oh, revolting. If Bertie saw a sweet on the floor, he would pick it up and eat it. But Bertie's mum would shout, "No, Bertie, that's dirty, Bertie." Oh, yes. There he is there with Mum and Gran, and they do look quite cross. And you know what, my little poppets? It's actually, Mum and Gran are right. You don't eat things off the floor because they can give you a bit of an upset tum. And that's something that you don't want. Lots of germs and things like that. If Bertie had a boogie up his nose, or a bogey, depending on where you come from, that is, he tried to pick it out. But Bertie's dad would shout, "No, Bertie, that's dirty, Bertie. That's right, it's dirty, Bertie." Oh, fancy doing that at the dinner table. Oh, well, I suppose he had to remove it. Even still, at the dinner table. Oh, Bertie liked to go hunting for slugs and worms in the garden and play with them. But Bertie's big sister Susie would shout, "No, Bertie, that's dirty, Bertie. Very dirty." Look at him there, cheeky fellow with a worm in his hand. Oh, dreadful. What a dreadful boy. I do like his paper hat though. Ah, ghastly. Sometimes Bertie's dog would lick his face, so Bertie would lick him back. Oh, dreadful. Perhaps a dog's been licking that lollipop. I'm not sure. It does have fur on it. Oh, I didn't know that dogs like lollipops. But Bertie's Gran would shout, "No, Bertie, that's dirty, Bertie." And yes, it is very dirty indeed. Oh, Gran's going to tell him a thing or two, I think. Oh my lord. I do believe there's a monkey over there playing the flute. Oh, I don't know where he came from. Never mind. On with the story. If Bertie saw his cat do a wee on the flower bed, Bertie would do a wee on the flower bed too. But everyone would shout, "No, Bertie, that's dirty, Bertie. Oh, you don't do a wee on the flower bed. Silly Bertie." Oh, copying the cat. What a funny chap he is. Bertie soon learned not to wee in the flower bed. Ah, there he is there, with a bare bottom. Ah, silly Bertie. Or play with slugs and worms. Oh, and look what his sister has done, my little poppets. She's poured a bucket of slugs and worms on poor Bertie's head. Oh, well, I don't think that's very nice. But anyway. Or eat sweets off the floor. Oh, look out. Bertie has got a green face, feeling rather green around the gills. A tummy ache. That's what Bertie's got. Oh. Or even lick the dog's face. But there is one dirty habit that Bertie cannot stop. And there's Bertie there, with a tongue covered in dog fur. Oh, silly, silly boy. Oh, fancy licking the dog's face. When no one is looking, he still picks boogies out of his nose. And sometimes, and there he is there, having a good old pick there. Oh, needs a hanky, I think. Revolting. Ah! He eats them. Oh, and there he is there, my little poppets. Oh, how revolting. Ah, dreadful, dreadful boy, but quite lovable, I think. Ah, the end. And there's the sad old pooch there with some sort of queer insect on the end of his nose. I don't know if that's a slug or a snail, but he's a rather odd-looking pooch himself. The end. Dirty Bertie. Wonderful, wonderful book. I love that. I think that's marvellous. Ah, well, I must make sure that Stinky doesn't have a lick of that lollipop. I suppose I should discard it, even if it is a rather pretty one. Well, speaking of Stinky, where is he? Oh, he's down here, playing with his balloon. Stinky, you wonderful chap, you. Did you enjoy that story, dear? You did? Oh, I'm glad you enjoyed it. I really am. What's that? I mustn't forget the birthday request. No, I shan't. Oh, my little poppets, I was sent in a birthday request by a little girl by the name of Dana. Now, I did get a book request from a little poppet by the name of Dana, and I don't know if it's the same Dana or a different one, but Dana would like us to wish her a very happy birthday, and we shall do that, won't we, Stinky? Yes, we will. Now, hopefully, my banana microphone / phone is still in working order, so we'll give it a go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Dana. Happy birthday to you. Oh, and the magic's worn off just in time. Hip hip hooray, hip hip hooray to you, little poppet. Well, until next time, as always, bye.